Up here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. That's good for a first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
20. Baker going to give it to Irving. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The tight end in motion right. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
180. Running the toss to Irving. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Irving going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
24-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think if this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There's a short one caught by Logan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Bears at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Williams. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A short throw to Musgrave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Mayfield off the point fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
What is up?
On play action, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready to go.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the Bears field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Williams. Pass complete. Romadunze. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go.
Brings up third and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
What is it on? Here you go.
Second and 11. He rifles complete. Come by Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Yards. And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Swift again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Irvin.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Mayfield to throw.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Mayfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
180! King! Hey, we're 33. What's that?
desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as they'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Mayfield.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Baker. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11. Complete to Najee Harris. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mayfield.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A 42-yard attempt.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.